What if one guy, let's call him Gary, turned into a zombie today? How long before an entire city is overrun by the undead? I modeled such an outbreak in Excel, and what I found out was terrifying. I'm running two zombie outbreak simulations using some very simple formulas in Excel. The first is very simple, and the second is a more quote unquote realistic one. The first simulation will be run on the following conditions. It happens in a city of 1 million people. Each zombie infects 2 people per day. And there is no cure, no containment, and the healthy aren't fighting back. Just math. So here's the million-dollar question. How many days, weeks, or months until Gary has built an army of the undead that's on every street corner? Feel free to drop your guesses in the comment section below. Let's see how close you get with your guesses. On the first day, Gary infects 2 people, and now the zombie total is 3 for the beginning of day 2. At the end of day 2, the 3 zombies have infected 2 people each for a total of 6 new people infected, for a total of 9 zombies ready for work at the beginning of day 3. Fast forward to day 10, and things are, as you can see, bad. There are over 19,000 zombies roaming the street. But hey, we've still got 980,000 healthy people left. You might think we're still safe at this point, but just wait, because the math is about to go full apocalypse mode. At this point, there are over 19,000 total zombies at the beginning of the day. By the end of the day, when each one is infecting 2 healthy people, there are a total of almost 60,000 zombies. We're still a long way away from the entire population of the city being infected, right? Nope, it's already too late. Just 13 days in, and Gary's gone full Thanos, snapping 1 million people into the undead column before noon. Gary, my friends, is very efficient. Okay, that was fun, but if you watched The Walking Dead, Zombieland, or even Shaun of the Dead, you're going to say, dude, people will fight back. And that's very true. Let's give humanity a fighting chance. For this simulation, we'll throw in a few more conditions. Once again, we'll have a city of 1 million people, and each zombie will infect 2 people per day. This time, we'll make it so that it takes 2 days for each new infection to become a zombie that can infect others. Next, this is where the resistance begins. Once the number of zombies reaches 500, people will realize what's going on and they'll start fighting back. The city survivors form militias, set up barricades, and start hunting the undead. Let's see if it's enough to stop the zombie apocalypse. Let's say that every day, 20% of the zombie population is eradicated by the healthy. For the sake of simplicity, we'll assume no one leaves the city, which in my opinion would be the smart thing to do. Which brings up a bonus life tip. If there are zombies, don't argue about whose turn it is to take the dog for a walk. You need to put a whole lot of gone between you and the undead. So how far past from day 13 from our first simulation will the city survive the zombie outbreak given these new conditions? In this new spreadsheet, I have the following column headings. Day. This is obviously what day of the zombie uprising we're in. Active zombies. This is the number of zombies at the beginning of the day who are ready to infect the healthy. Incubating zombies day 1. These are the newly infected who cannot infect others. They are just walking around in a daze, wondering what the hell happened to them. Incubating zombies day 2. These are the infected who are starting to get a real hankering for human flesh and brains. Zombies eliminated. Once the number of active zombies exceeds 500, this will show how many zombies the healthy citizens have eliminated. Zombies. This is the number of active zombies at the end of the day, factoring the losses from the healthy fighting back. Healthy citizens. Starting at 1 million citizens, this is our number of healthy uninfected citizens. For day 1, we have 1 zombie at the beginning of the day, Gary. He clocks in for work and infects 2 people. They are both now on day 1 of their incubation period. There isn't anyone yet on day 2. No zombies are eliminated, and Gary is still the only zombie at the end of the day. The number of healthy citizens is 1 million minus the sum of active zombies in columns C and the incubating zombies in columns D and E. Now for the calculations. On day 2, the number of active zombies at the beginning of the day is the value in column G, which is the zombies at the end of the day for the previous day. So I'll enter equals G3. For incubating zombies day 1, Gary is still the only active zombie, and he infects 2 more people. The formula would be the value in C4 times 2. Moving on to incubating zombies day 2, the 2 that were in day 1 on the previous day have advanced to day 2. The formula would be equals the value in cell D3. Next, zombies eliminated. If you remember our conditions, once the number of zombies reaches 500, people realize there's a zombie problem and start fighting back. The formula I'll use can be summarized as follows. It states that if the number of active zombies in cell C4 is greater than or equal to 500, multiply that value by our daily zombie eradication rate. That's over here on the right in cell J3. With 0 decimal places, and if the total is under 500 zombies, then the value will be 0. You may have noticed that I've used the round function so that we're not dealing with fractional zombie eradications. I don't think you can partly finish off a zombie. For active zombies at the end of the day, I'll subtract the number of zombies eliminated in cell F4 from the number of active zombies at the beginning of the day in cell C4. Finally, I'll copy down the formula for healthy citizens. For day 3, there's only one new formula. For the number of active zombies to start day 3, we need to take our total zombies at the end of the day in column G for day 2, cell G4, and then add the number of zombies who are on day 2 of incubation in day 2 in cell E4, because they've graduated to zombies who can now infect the healthy. I'll copy the remaining formulas to the empty cells here in day 3. Now we're ready to figure out how long this zombie apocalypse will take. Can our brave citizens hold the line against the onslaught of zombies? Let's drag to day 10. Okay, things aren't looking too bad. Only 341 active zombies at the beginning of the day. Let's try moving on to day 15. The day started off with a little over 8,000 active zombies. And now we see the healthy are fighting back and have eliminated 1,600 zombies on this day, leaving 6,500 active zombies by the end of the day. Let's move onward to see how things pan out. Well, despite a valiant resistance by the healthy, before the end of day 21, the zombies have infected everyone. However, what if our zombie hunters get really good, like Rick Grimes with a spreadsheet good, and start taking out half of the zombies each day? I'll update the daily zombie eradication rate to 50%. Well, despite this increased efficiency of the healthy, we only make it to day 23. Clearly, Gary and his colleagues can't be stopped. So what did we learn today from this simulation? 1. Zombies don't do math, but math definitely does zombies. 2. Excel isn't just for budgets. It can also predict the end of the world. 3. Gary is a menace and should not be trusted. If you found this weirdly fascinating, hit the like button and subscribe. If you have a suggestion for another simulation, put it in the comments section below and maybe I'll run with it in a future video.